What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Diddy, you gave me the oosh-gosh goosh-mash. You gave me the oosh-gosh move-off. The smoosh-mash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean?
It's about Soulja Boy. Y'all gotta give him a little bit of latitude because he a victim. And his booty been ran through quite a bit. They was playing tapes, and then the owner of the house pulled out Soulja Boy tapes. Why he's always able to call others on being a swish. Birds of a feather flock together.
So you think that you've worked with a gay rapper?
Yeah, man. And gay, not being just full out gay, but hiding and trying to pretend like he, loves girls and live the rap lifestyle. But really, he's a man fan. In the closet, shit is real scary. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get into the seriousness of it. And it's just not fair to, other people. And then that spreads because that girl that you might be fooling might leave you and go find another dude who ain't gay and give him the disease, and he go cheats on.
Justin Bieber just shocked the world big time after he exposed the long list of DL rappers he saw getting brutally bent over at Diddy's mansion, and the names he dropped will genuinely have your jaw on the floor. It's no secret that half of these rappers like men, and that they only use women as a cover to hide the fact that they are getting clapped. But we didn't know just how many of them actually do it till Justin popped out with all this tea. The crazy thing is Justin wasn't at these sick freak-offs because he wanted to. He was dragged in there under the guise of a mentorship, and he hasn't been the same ever since. And in case you were wondering how Diddy got a hold of Justin in the first place, well, you can thank Usher for that. Now, if y'all remember, just a couple of months ago, TMZ reported that Justin and Usher had gotten into a nasty altercation at Beyonce and Jay-Z's after party. So, apparently, Usher came up to Justin at the party with energy and anger, and the two got into a heated exchange. Now, at the time, a lot of people were confused as to what Justin would be fighting Usher over. However, after the new claims he just made, it seems like the real reason Usher and Justin ended up getting into it is that Justin is still salty over Usher introducing him to Diddy, knowing good, and the demonic things Diddy was going to do to him. You see, when Usher was just 14, he was sent over to live with Diddy in New York as part of Diddy's mentorship program at the time called Puffy Flavored Camp. Usher himself has gone on to admit since then that there were a lot of adult activities happening there that no child should be exposed to. So, the fact that he still gave Justin away to Diddy to be a part of that same mentorship program just tells you everything you need to know.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
Learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. It was,
So nobody and your parents were
Mary Blige. They didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
According to that leaked email, Kim allegedly revealed in the book that Diddy had slept with Usher and passed him an STD. Now, let me be clear. That email has never been officially verified, and none of this is confirmed. But the reason people took it so seriously is that it lined up with rumors that had already been floating around for years, especially after that 2017 story ended the way it did. The email read, "Some of the things in the book cover Diddy's gay relationships, footage of those encounters, the men he slept with STDs, Diddy giving Usher an STD, and the explosive encounter between Diddy and Usher's mom." Anyway, right after TMZ reported that Usher and Justin had an altercation, a bunch of old videos of Justin with Diddy resurfaced. And looking back at those clips now, the whole thing is genuinely disturbing. In the videos, Diddy was making all these weird, cryptic comments about the time he was spending with a very young Justin. And because nobody knew back then what was going on behind the scenes, it didn't set off any alarm bells. Diddy even said in one of the videos that he couldn't disclose what he and Justin would be getting up to. Like, sir, why is a grown man saying he can't reveal what he's doing with a whole child? What about hanging out with a young teenager needs to be a secret.
Turn 16. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So, then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay, I get the mansion.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for Justin, that wasn't the last time he was around Diddy. And as I said earlier, it really didn't seem like anyone was stepping up to protect him back then, which people now believe made it way too easy for these powerful industry men to turn him out. There are old clips floating around where you can see it for yourself. Justin looking either extremely uncomfortable or way too out of it for somebody his age. Sounding the bad boy. Happy birthday. Welcome to the family. And then there was this other clip of Diddy and the game passing Justin drinks, even though he was clearly already messed up. Someone posted this disturbing video and said, "A video of P. Diddy and the game giving Justin Bieber drinks is going viral." People believe Justin was spiked up and essayed multiple times at this party. Now, from all those old videos, you can see that a lot was going on with Justin back then. Diddy was throwing expensive gifts his way for no clear reason, sending him off to parties, and letting all these grown industry men have way too much access to him. Mind you, all of this was happening before he even turned 18. A whole minor moving through grown folk spaces surrounded by powerful men with nobody stepping in.
Signing the bad boy. Announcement. Bad boy. Bad boy. Welcome to the family, John.
But the thing with Justin's experience with Diddy is that even aside from him and Usher, there were other victims as well, most of whom are rappers, and he allegedly saw them at Diddy's place a lot. Now, I'm sure most of y'all have heard the rumors about some of these rappers who front to be straight men actually being DL men. One of the first people to clock this tea was Wendy Williams when she accused Diddy of being DL after photos of him getting his shirts pulled down by another man while he was on vacation in Cancun got leaked. Diddy wasn't happy about her publicizing this, and he immediately got her fired from Hot 97 and banned her from ever getting hired at any other radio station in New York.
Me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
So, I don't think Wendy realized it at the time, but she opened the floodgates for a lot more rappers to get exposed, including people like Busta Rhymes. You see, not too long ago, Busta's former bodyguard exposed him for paying thousands of dollars for gay men to be brought into his VIP section. He also claimed that Busta used to have an intimate relationship with his gay lawyer.
She got fired from Hot 97 because she had a picture of Puffy. So if you don't mind, give me the story from your point of view and what was in the picture.
We were in Cancun. A dude was playing with Puff. He went behind him and grabbed his trunks and pulled them down. Some girls that was taking pictures. They took that picture and emailed it back to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams said she had him in a composition and like it was gay, something like that. She was gonna put it out. Wendy had shown that email. Puff told Hot 97 if they didn't get rid of her before he got back in New York, that they was not going to get any music from any of his friends, any of the record labels executives that was cool with him. Everybody was going to boycott their station. We was out in LA days before we landed back in New York. Wendy Williams was in the radio station in Philly. She was fine.
From the very homosexual era of hip hop as well. There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle. There were many situations, none of which to talk about, but there were many situations back in the day in my career, and it's all coming full circle now.
I'm not gonna say it on here. They call them fun boys. They say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Buster, cause you know I bodyguarded for Ghostface Killer before. You feel me? And being around him, you hear things. You feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan. You feel me? Like every cookout she playing it. All his little fast rapping, all of that. Him and Craig Mack playing that, bro. On my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No, never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin, and the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was this little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, some good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. Well, I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure, bro.
And get this. Even 50 Cent, who everyone knows loves trolling Diddy for taking rappers out in the industry, has faced similar accusations. According to Jaguar Wright, 50 Cent is allegedly involved in that behavior too, claiming he forced Soulja Boy to participate in freak-offs with him on multiple occasions at Diddy's parties.
Street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he holding my hand. Now I ain't know it was Busta at first. You know, Busta Rhymes tall. I'm sure I came up to about right here. So the first thing I noticed was this big ass flip mode chain that was blinding me. So I look at the chain and I'm like, and I look up, I'm like, what's up, Busta? What's up? Now he holding my hand the whole time. I'm like, what's up, man? He like, what you doing? Like, oh, me and my people, we about to go to this club around the corner. What's up, man? You know, and then I noticed throughout my peripheral vision, the side eye, this big bodyguard in black just standing there, you know, looking around, you know, looked at me, you know, still looking around. Meanwhile, Busta still got my hand in his hand, and he says, you know, I'm about to go in, you know, we got a section, you know, you can come in with me if you want. And I'm like, word, for real? Like, that's what's up. Like, he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I gotta, you know, tell my people. I was like, I come in, you know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, just let me know, you know, tell them that you coming in there to meet with me and come on up. And I was like, bet.
Game since he was little, just like Weezy.
Yeah.
And his booty been ran through quite a bit. They called him ass naked. Whoever his big daddy was threw him out ass naked into the hallway. He was walking around in the hallway holding it. Has actually appeared on a magazine cover together.
Damn. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Always able to call other niggas on being a swish. Birds of a feather flock together.
Speculation also surrounded Diddy's close relationship with the Game, largely fueled by comments the rapper made himself. The Game revealed that despite supposed plans to collaborate on an album, his time with Diddy was spent flying to various destinations, including Atlanta, to party rather than record in the studio. Gossip intensified further over reports of Diddy funding lavish shopping sprees, expensive jewelry, and high-end watches for the West Coast artist.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy.
You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bashir Gray, left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
Spike, son. Like, all the champagne was Spike. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit like I don't fucking drink. I smoke. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheek.
Rumors have long circulated alleging that Diddy's lavish gestures toward male peers came with ulterior motives. 50 Cent notably addressed this during an appearance on The Breakfast Club, where he recalled an instance early in his career when Diddy offered to take him shopping. Reading the gesture as unusual, 50 Cent declined the offer and later used the anecdote to publicly mock Diddy's approach to industry relationships. Speculation also targeted YK Osiris following a 2021 trip to Jamaica alongside Diddy. Gossip channels and social media users quickly questioned the purpose of the getaway, noting the absence of any official music release, business rollout, or joint project. The online discourse intensified due to Osiris posting shirtless photos of Diddy and sharing clips from a luxury spa treatment, coupled with reports that the young artist was facing financial difficulties and label issues prior to the vacation. Rumors deepened further after Osiris' ex-partner alleged on Instagram that their breakup was tied to her finding him with another man. Meanwhile, unverified internet rumors continue to circulate regarding Diddy's health status and alleged sexual relationships within the hip-hop industry, though these claims remain unsubstantiated gossip without official confirmation or evidence.
Started kicking it with Diddy, right? I ran around with Diddy for 2 years, damn near. And Diddy, we never went to the studio one time, but he was like, yo, I fuck with your demo shit. You know, bad boy, but hey, Playboy, hey, here go a watch, Playboy, here go a chain, Playboy. I'm like, yo, we ever going to rap? This nigga like, nah.
I was doing it for 2 years.
Yo, but the jet leaves at 5. We going to Miami, Playboy. We going to, you know what I'm saying? We going to New York. We in ATL this weekend, Playboy, pop out. And I was going everywhere with Diddy.
Wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party, so that's basically all we did. I think the few times I was running around with D-Mac and Puff, we just did a bunch of partying. We might have went to the studio once or twice, but I didn't get to record nothing. I was just, you know.
Okay, but I mean, Puffy
still a huge.
You know, I mean, he's still huge. He's not doing music anymore, right, is what I'm saying. Back then, Bad Boy was on fire, and he's running around with you. And, you know, Puffy's a busy guy.
I was running around with him.
Yeah, you were running around with him.
Right.
Was he talking about signing you, or what exactly happened?
Nah, Puff he wanted to sign me. He just, you know, he was moving around. Like, he had the restaurant Justin's in Atlanta, so we was in and out of that. A lot of parties in Atlanta with him and V. And, you know, Big Wolf and, you know, Fab and Jeezy was just, you know, I mean, Fab was already on. Jeezy was coming, you know, coming of age. But we just.
What are your thoughts on these ongoing industry rumors? Do you think there's truth behind these claims, or is it mostly viral speculation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to click here to check out another deep dive into celebrity news.